August 22nd, I told viewers that the
Hear me?
Yes, I can.
Perfect.
Awesome. We are live. I got the link in the event, but I was going to post it again in announcements.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay, awesome.
It's JCPenney's Super Saturday sale. Head in
Oh
store.
gosh. I can kill the music. Just need a copy. There we go.
All right. Don't forget to share your screen in Discord
Yeah, I'm
so
going
I
to do
can
that
see
right
the
now.
games.
Do. All right. Tell me if that works.
Let me take a look. It should. Yep, I can see your screen.
Nice.
And I did update the draft wheel to have the new Deal and Double A's team logo or
Oh,
name.
perfect. Yeah, because they changed their name, which sick banner.
Yeah,
I liked it.
yeah.
All right, so on our screen, you should see we got one match to review and look at together, which is the finals match. Got in the bottom right. We do have the general legacy rules and other rules to look at. So we got a pretty packed thing to do about. Then we got to do our expansion team reveals, right? We got to do draft order, get a lottery sorted and on its way, and yeah, it should be pretty fun.
Yeah, should be good with me.
Where do you want to start? Do you want to go to the legacy rules first, or do we want to go game review for the finals?
I I think we do a game review. Kind of do a chronological order. Start with the older thing, and then move on to the changes and all the new stuff.
All good. Do you want me to move it out of this little corner window, or do you want to just play it there?
Um,
I can blow it up.
I
It's not a big deal.
yeah, I can see it just fine. Probably a good idea to put the game right in the middle.
Okay, all good. Let me do that real quick. There we go. You gonna let me? Oh, is it gonna be weird about it? Okay. There we go. It's always a little tricky when they want to operate this way. Let me format this real quick. Apologies.
Yeah, no worries.
Bada bing. All right. So I got it on. We can probably throw it on normal. We'll go through. So we've got Gengar lead into.
Here, let
I'm gonna
let
slow it
let's
down.
let's take a minute. Let people join and stuff like that.
Sure thing. Whew.
Tulip is asking, who's Atlas and who's Stormtide? I am Atlas.
I am
Um,
Stormtide.
and
Last time I checked.
and yeah, welcome to the season 3 stream. Uh, we'll be doing a whole bunch of stuff today. We got a recap of the playoffs and of the finals game. We have a whole bunch of off-season announcements, and then we get to announce our expansion teams and spin our expansion and our draft lotteries.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. Full slate. Which, since we've done these streams more infrequently, I don't know, we've got more to talk about every so often.
Yeah. But I think, let's see, it looks like we got 11 on. I feel like that's enough. Um,
Yeah.
I
Plus,
feel
we'll
like
post the
we were
VOD
saying,
later.
and I feel like we were saying, a good place to start is
The
the finals
finals.
game.
Yeah, which both teams in season or one, Generation 3, they were, I think, at the bottom together or very close to that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I know Guts Brigade was. I think Starmie's, I want to say, had one win in season
Army's
one.
missed the playoffs for sure.
Yeah.
Looking at the legacy points, they got a whole one point from the regular season.
Okay, so that'd be 1 victory.
But both teams storming back with a vengeance this season.
Which, hey, you love to see it. All right,
Okay.
let's take a peek. So here we go. Gengar into Celebi. Pretty dangerous lead, because that happens.
I mean, that works.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if it had to be specs for that or what.
I
don't remember if it was specs, but either way,
like Celebi's bulky, but Gengar has ridiculously good attack and
yeah.
stab. So Drapion comes in, and this is another one that's kind of tricky because it's like, you probably have to switch, right?
Yeah, but then you need to be worried about pursuit.
Yes, which begs the question, like, does Gengar have Destiny Bond?
It could be, but I don't know for sure. But I think that's specs damage.
Okay. They might know by the calc, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was right to be worried about pursuit. Okay, yeah, Eager's saying it very much had to be specs. It was specs.
Yeah.
Sending in Miltank there makes sense. It's bulky.
And then you get the
down.
curse, which
Or just go for curse.
I mean, do you just okay, they switch, hold on. Do you not stay in and see what the Armaldo does, or are you just worried about like toxic?
Maybe. Oh, I wouldn't say toxic. I remember Armaldo won the Guts Brigade 1 or 2 games just with their sword stance set. And especially if Miltank didn't really have a way of touching it, maybe if it was like only return or only body slam or something,
Yeah.
then I might say I need to get on out there. At least if I'm the Guts Brigade, that's what I'm thinking. They're either exceptionally worried about sword stance or they're mono normal.
Gotcha. Yeah, like they're on like just body slam or something. All right, so Cloyster comes in, you get the SD.
Yep, sword stance.
And then you swap, which
They must be worried about. They don't kill and must be worried about hydro pump or something.
Cloyster does have some ridiculous physical defense, so they get the surf damage.
Super effective.
And then you just eat the Aura Sphere, yeah.
And then,
Back to Drapion.
Crest is just so dangerous. Oh,
it's bulky Crest.
That is an
only 23 off Crunch. Okay, so we have support Crest. I mean, yeah, you just kind of sit in front of Drapion. It's kind of nuts.
Or you don't sit in front of Drapion.
You Lunar Dance, and yeah, you bring in Magmortar.
See, that's the issue. The Lunar Dance does just heal you instantly. It's just used right off the bat.
Yeah, it doesn't wait till you lose HP. But we have Belly Drum Magmortar. Okay, hold on. This is kind of insane. Salic Berry, Belly Drum with screens. Speed doesn't get you there. Oh, does it? Holy my god.
If I recall correctly, it was Bandit or something.
It's Life Orb. It lost HP.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay, then yeah, that's still enough.
Damn, that's close there through or Reflect.
I feel like Earthquake just kills you, right?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucaria is not known for their bulk. Okay, so pausing right here. You got screens are just about to end. You've got probably Raikou coming in, or no, Armaldo going for Rock Slide. Ooh.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, if they missed that Rock Slide, the game was just over right then and there.
Yep. Super on the edge. So Cloyster comes in. You're gonna guess the Raikou. Oh, they missed Rock Blast. They missed Rock Blast. No.
Why Rock Blast did not Surf there?
I think Surf would just kill without the risk, unless they're Ice Beam.
Or Ice Beam.
Yeah, that your Life Orb too. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know what the Rock Blast was there. And then you got that, and now it's just a matter of can Miltank survive and try to curse up.
I don't think it does. They have Aura Sphere. You're just gonna get at least 2 or 3 shot.
45 is maybe enough.
Okay, so you take one more and then you die to the Drapion.
Well, no, because they have Milk Drink probably.
Drapion's faster.
Yeah, but they're healing more than Raikou's healing.
Oh, right, and they have lefties.
So maybe they can heal up to like not a lot.
So they have Calm Mind. They
Yeah,
Milk Drink again. Okay, so this
fair. Now Miltank has to attack, and they just have to live with the
Yeah.
30%.
Okay, this goes
34% they
into what
have.
I was thinking then.
Okay. You're saying Rock Blast in theory did more to Drapion if it switched in.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Just kind of hedging your
Okay.
bets.
Oh, it's a brutal defense drop.
Yeah, I think that's the death knell. Right?
Maybe
because
they
you're gonna get
maybe they can-
outpaced.
No, because 47, you still out heal with leftovers.
Yeah.
But then you
But
need
you're
to
not gonna
avoid
get an opportunity to hit twice. Like you're not Okoing Drapion.
You can curse.
And you got the
needed
second. The second.
Yeah, you
death
needed
drop.
to get up to full basically, and then avoid that second defense drop. But with that,
And the crit,
okay, and the
Jesus.
crit.
Just snagging it. Damn, that was crazy close though.
That was
Like
that,
the Mag Mortar
that
set,
Rock
like
Blast-
if it wasn't for E-Speed Lucario with Life Orb or Band, like that's just you just lose.
that Rock Blast defense drop too.
Yeah, taking the extra hits
But
on
that Rock Blast and then the defense drop too. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely brutal.
Yeah, very spicy opening though, with just like both of them immediately trading one mon. Like that's
Oh yeah,
that's kind of stuff I
the
like to
first
see.
two turns are wild. That was a really good game though.
That was pretty darn good. Yeah.
And, of course, congratulations to the Guts Brigade on winning that. And congratulations to the Starmies on making it all the way to the finals from starting out as a 7 seed. Huge
Yeah.
underdog run there.
Incredibly good. Yeah. And now we can say a goodbye to Generation 4 for as long as we need to and move forward. I know these
Yeah.
earlier gens are not the favorite of some people, so it's still fun to see people kind of adapt to the meta and figure things
I
out.
really enjoyed watching Gen 3 at least. I mean, obviously I didn't get to play it here, but just seeing everybody have to get used to it, and then seeing the absolute lack of sweepers, it was just body blows
Oh,
the
it's a
entire game.
completely different game almost at that point because you're just everything's very slow.
Yeah, and Gen 4 definitely felt more modern, not just like with the physical special split, but like with the presence of sweepers and worrying about setting up and all that.
Yeah,
and all
it's
that
just
stuff.
kind of like the lack of some abilities and items that exist in later games. Like having no heavy duty boots in Gen 4 with Stealth Rock being a thing now is really hard.
And the lack of power creep too, which is something I think we're going to get to see a lot of going into Gen 5.
Which I'm excited for.
Yeah. Do we want to do one last recap of the legacy points for Gen 4? before
Let
we
me
officially say
switch
goodbye
over to
to
the
it?
dock and let's take a peek. So, scrolling down. Oh, there's our draft setup for rookie scale.
Oh, I meant the total legacy points for Gen 4. We can do this.
Oh, yes.
And actually, while you talk about that, I should probably put the new changes into the official doc. Something we forgot to do.
So I'll find that real quick. There we go. So Gen 4, our changes. We posted these on the announcements as well. So here we have our updates for this season. We had one for number 1 seed, I believe. We had different... Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, where'd you put that? Oh, there it is down here.
Yep.
Yeah, so differences in all-star voting, MVP votes for a little bit of just the point distribution, and then the most improved in the rookie generation also had points. So we've definitely tried to reward people for the more things they do within the system, which has been pretty good so far, I think.
Yeah. Like we said, part of the initial one way that we initially planned to make it a little bit easier on all those expansion teams was to increase the total number of legacy points that were to be awarded in future seasons. And spoiler alert for people going into Gen 5 and 6, we've done so. You can go ahead and check out the rules or see what we are showing on the screen right now. We've decided to increase the total number of points that are being awarded throughout
Trying to get this.
the regular season, playoff, and awards performance, but especially the playoff performance. We
Yeah.
did a little bit of math. And it should come out to a little over 50% more total points awarded for Gen 5 than there was Gen 4. Give or take a little bit. Now, one thing you might notice there, if you go ahead and look at the playoff section,
Hold on.
Um,
Sorry. This thing's so awful for general docs.
Yeah, no worries.
It's so goofy.
So one thing you might notice over in the playoff section, playoff performance, is that instead of giving points for like playoff wins and stuff like that in the future, we've decided to go ahead and just streamline it. So it's just first place, second place, third place, fourth place, and then different finishes give you different amounts of points. Now, there are two differences here from previous seasons. Firstly, there is the presence of a third place versus a fourth place. So yes, I know people have been talking about it a little bit in the past, and we've decided that as part of that push to award more points going to future seasons, we will be having a third place game going from the Gen 5 season and beyond, which I'm really excited for. We still got playoff points on the line for it, or legacy points on the line for it, and I'm excited to see how those games are going to run in the future.
Yeah, and to clarify, that'd be the loser of the semifinals. They'd played during the same week of the finals.
Yeah. Now, the other thing is that wildcard exit bit. Stormtide, do you want to talk a little bit about that one?
So, wildcard exit, so we are going to be expanding the field of available teams that can make the playoffs. So, we're going to be looking at a larger, again, amount of people that can join, since our roster is going to be growing for the total amount of teams. Having it be condensed around 8 is not quite where we want it, so we're expanding it to 10, I believe, last time we checked, for Season 5, which means we're going to have people with buys, which means there's a wildcard round for seeds 3 through 10.
Yeah, and we should probably pull up an image that might be helpful. But we will have the 7 through 10 seeds playing in that wildcard round. 7 versus 10, and 8 versus 9.
Oh, that right. I flipped it around. Sorry about that.
Yeah. To go ahead and make it into those quarterfinals. I see somebody saying season win still worth 1 is kind of crazy. And yes, it kind of is. But on the other hand, we, and also a lot of people we heard, did want to emphasize playoff performance more so than regular season performance, especially after the Bouncers getting the most points back in Season 3. And also, we did a little bit of math, and if it was 2 points per win, it would have been way too much. It would have been like 50% of the total points are from regular season performance, and we didn't really want to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
But we do have 1 extra point for any team getting a perfect regular season record to really celebrate those teams that end up going a perfect 5-0 during the season.
Yeah, so we could have multiple do that, but again, there's only going to be 1 number 1 seed, so again, highest rated player for doing well that season, you get rewarded a little bit more.
Yeah. And of course, we did slightly tune up the total number of points for all the different awards just to fall in line with that.
Yes, and so that means if, again, you're maybe not hitting the playoffs as often or something, but you're still having pretty good individual performances, you can still get voted for you can still get a kill leader claim for points of Pokemon that are on the top 6 list or the number 1, all-star voting for more iconic performances, and even MVP and Rookie of the Generation and Most Improved. So there's still lots of other point pools out there that exist outside the playoffs.
Yeah. And just to get a general sense of scale, the best team this season, the Gust Brigade, ended up with 30 total legacy points from this season, which, by the way, puts them in a perfect tie for the most legacy points, going off against the Etobicoke Abomasnow going into Gen 5. Doing a little bit of math, a similarly perfect season should be somewhere in the realm of like 35 to 40 points. I think closer to 40, depending on awards. So we just want to make sure that all those top teams will end up being able to emphasize later season performance a little bit more highly. We also have some bans and unbans to announce for future generations, don't we?
We do. Let me just go look at the side tab where we're at.
Battle rules under gameplay near the bottom.
Yeah. Whoop, there we go. All right, so Gen 3, we've gone through there. We did Gen 4 where we had a litany of bans. I think it was one of the larger ban lists too, just because some of the Pokemon not having the correct types. Or not types, abilities. Apologies. Sandvale and Snowcloak, I want to say, is the other one. And then just some of the other interesting mons. So, for Gen 5, we got better news, I think. So, our bans in Gen 5 include Blaziken, no speed boost, Cloyster with no skill link, Genesect, Kyurem, variants, Lando I is complex banned, and then Reshiram. Torrentee is also exceedingly strong back in the day, even now, so it's banned, and as well as Zekrom. And our unbans include Latios, which is unbanned, though Soldu is the complex ban on it, which means that will continue to be remained. Jirachi, Machamp, Salamence are all off the ban list, and everybody that was in Bad Ability Prison is been released, including Frostlass, Cacturne, Sandslash, and Garchomp and Glaceon, and their pre-evolutions.
Speaking of abilities, we do have that change regarding the speed boosting abilities and their corresponding weather, and the corresponding weather abilities. We've already talked about that at length in the announcements and in the general chat, so we're not going to dwell on that too much. But just know the command to go ahead and challenge in the Gen 5 draft with that rule is right here over in this section.
This will also be posted in the Discord in the scheduling section as well, just so people can find it easily and post it.
So we decided, just to make sure that sort of thing doesn't happen again, to go ahead and just jump the gun a little bit and announce not just the Generation 7 bans, non-bans, but also the Generation 8 and 9 bans, just getting them out of the way. And we have a whole lot of stuff to announce.
So let's just go 6 through 9, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, we're not going to go through all of the individual bans and unbans, just because it's a pretty big list, and I think people can check it out if they're especially interested.
Okay, what did you want to browse over real quick? Was that Z moves and stuff, or?
Yeah, but what I did want to spend a little bit of time going on about was the individual mechanics. Z moves, Dynamax, and Terrestrialization, and how we're going to deal with those. So first off, Z moves, because those are coming up in Generation 7 and in future generations. So we decided to go ahead and assign Z Captain, or to let teams assign Z Captains to their rosters. Those Z Captains, you can have up to 2 on your team. Those Z Captains will be allowed to use either of 2 specific Z Crystals that they decide on going into individual games. You can change them, or you can change who your Z Captains are, or what crystals they're allowed to use throughout the season, a couple of times per season. But the big way of kind of balancing that is by instituting financial penalties on Z Captains.
Yep.
If you decide to pick a Pokemon to be a Z Captain, you will have to pay a points penalty for that season, equal to 1/3 of that captain's contract. For that season, rounded up.
Yeah, so you're still getting decent value for hopefully the captain that you wanted on, so cheaper contracts, which are generally going to be your less favorable mons or mons that you drafted, so you can use those fun gimmicks to your extent. Well, also, if you have something that's extremely overcosted, it's, of course, probably going to cost you more in the end.
Yeah. So, going into Generation 8, Dynamaxing. No Dynamaxing. I don't think anybody disagrees about that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy. Yeah, Dynamax it's straight up banned.
Yeah. Seeing somebody in the chat, by the way, say, oh, my hidden power suggestion didn't get the votes. Yeah, it did not get the votes. So right now, what we do have planned is that hidden power will be banned for Generation 7 and beyond. That said, there is still time to go ahead and get those votes. So if in the suggestion box that vote to ban hidden power after Gen 5 were to get enough votes from franchise owners, that could kick into effect before the Generation 6 season starts. Yep. Other note for Generation 8. You guys might have heard of something called Dexit, and that is something we have been trying to figure out how to deal with over the last couple of months. Long story short, in Generation 8, a whole bunch of Pokemon disappear off of the generational dexes, and we don't know how to deal with that in draft format. We could just continue to play in the corresponding generation dex and get rid of all of those Pokemon, but I don't think it would be fair to have to Thanos snap all of those Pokemon going to Generation 8. So we did make the difficult decision that in Generation 8 and 9, the NHL will just be using the national dex draft rules for those corresponding generations, just to make sure that we can go ahead and use all of those corresponding Pokemon.
Yep.
And then Generation 9, Terras. We will be having Terra captains, very similar to Z captains. They basically work the exact same way. It is not open Terra, but each Terra captain can only use 2 specific terrestrialization types that are announced well ahead of time. You can have up to 2 total captains, Terra or Z captains, your choice. And because Terra is significantly stronger, we do just have a list of Pokemon that are not eligible to be Terra captains.
Yeah, so this is, again, our idea, kind of how to balance it, essentially, for most flexible kind of play for each player. We do also have a list of Pokemon that are not eligible to be Terra Captains because we felt no matter their general cost on a contract that it's a bit too game warping. I'll show those down below. They're also on the rules sheet, but most of the Pokemon that you'll see here will be your common offenders of high tier mons you see in other leagues. Natdex 9th generation has been pretty well, discovered, I would say, at this point through draft. So there's going to be your usual suspects on here. If there's something egregious or missing you feel like, there's always the suggestion box to play some votes and get something banned or unbanned if you feel it unjust, if there's enough call for that. Again, barring a veto from Atlas or myself. And then down below, we still have our general rules and all our good old tiebreaker information and more info again once going to legacy points. So, Atlas, how are you feeling about some expansion teams?
I am ready to hear them. Do you want to go ahead and do the reveals?
I think you should do it, but I'll pull up the expansion draft spinner.
Okay. So, in that case, let me go ahead and pull up the list of expansion teams. And yes, it is confirmed. We will have 4 expansion teams going into the season. We figured if any generation could handle it, it was Generation 5, with its insane power creep and incredibly deep draft. And yeah, I think we're ready to go ahead and reveal. So,
all right, I will put on the expansion draft spinner so people can read.
First off, our 4 expansion teams are, at number 1, we have Tulip and their team of recruited people all ready to go ahead and join their team, which I believe was called the Kalamazoo Keldios, if I recall correctly.
Sounds about right.
Secondly, we have sorry, give me a moment. My computer decided to mess up.
And the numbers aren't in any particular order. It's just 1 through 4.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Secondly, we have Kung Fu Panda 4. And then third, we have Boonty. And, of course, finally, we have Antot. So we ended up getting like 7 or 8 applications to go ahead and be franchise owners. So we're sorry to anybody who wasn't able to join or create their own expansion team going into the season. But for everybody who didn't get selected, that is totally all right. You can always apply for next season. And, of course, there's already a whole lot of demand for assistants for existing or new teams, either as an assistant coach or a mentor. And if you're interested, I'm sure one of them would love to have you too.
Absolutely. It's a great way to get some experience in the league, play some games, and get an idea of the formatting.
Yeah. So, I think now is as good a time as any to go ahead and spin the expansion draft. So, before you spin, yeah.
All right. So,
as a quick reminder, this is what we are spinning right here. Is the order for the expansion draft. The expansion draft will be a snake draft with 3 rounds to go ahead and poach mons from existing teams. This is also the order for the regular draft, in that these 4 expansion teams will get the first 4 slots in the regular Generation 5 rookie draft, but that will be in reverse order. So whoever gets spun first here will be first in the expansion draft, but fourth in the rookie draft, and vice versa.
Yep. All right, let's get going. Well, I'm excited. Here we go. First pick in the expansion draft, and 4th in the regular draft will be Awesome. Anthot.
Congratulations to Antot for getting the first pick in the expansion draft and the fourth in the regular draft.
All right. Next pick. Ooh.
Congratulations
Kung Fu
to
Panda
Kung
4.
Fu Panda 4 for getting the second pick in the expansion draft and the third in the rookie draft.
All right, and for 3 and 4. Okay.
Congratulations to Boonty for getting the third pick in the expansion draft and the fourth in the regular draft.
The second in the regular draft.
This is the second, sorry.
Yeah.
You're all good. And by process of elimination, you want to go ahead and spin this last one just for the fun of it?
I wonder who it could be. All right, Tulip. Congrats.
Congratulations to Tulip for getting the fourth pick in the expansion draft and the first in the rookie draft.
Yes, Gen 5 first.
As a quick reminder, and we will be making another announcement about this shortly, so don't worry. If you go to the rosters tab on the team doc, you should be able to go ahead and see protections for individual teams. Teams could protect up to 5 Pokemon, worth up to half of their 100 total points, from being picked in the expansion draft. In addition, expiring contracts can't be picked in the expansion draft.
And those will be removed. When did you want to remove those? I think once the expansion draft starts.
No, after the expansion draft, just to give team times to like franchise tags and stuff like that.
Okay, sounds good.
However, that does mean that there are. I will go ahead and confirm that these are all finalized shortly after the stream. But if this stands, that does mean that there are 2 teams, the Facade and the Guts Brigade, that have protected all of their Pokemon that are eligible to be picked. That does mean that there are 12 teams with Pokemon eligible to be picked, exactly the number of teams in the expansion draft. So perfect. As a quick note, you do not have to pick a Pokemon from the expansion draft if you really decide you do not want 11-point Kabutops, for example, and that is all that is left, or 18-point Suicune, or anything like that. You do not have to pick. You can always pass. So you are not obligated to take on these Pokemon. But for any teams that do want, they are there to take.
Yeah.
So
if you're new, one of the expansion draft folks,
yeah.
I recommend checking that out and making your draft plans.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think we've got one more wheel to spin.
Oh, yeah. It's everybody else's draft pick for picks 5 through 14?
18.
18. Jeez. Yeah. All right. So, to clarify, the first one that picks up will be pick 5, and then we're descending from there, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. All right. So, here is for pick 5 of the NHL Season 3 draft. Here we go. All right, pick 5.
Congratulations to the Etobicoke Abominable for the 5th pick in the NHL Generation 5 draft.
Okay. Pick 6. Here we go.
Okay, we are getting chaos this draft.
Oh, jeez. Pick 6 is the Saffron City Starmies pick.
All right, let's see who's number 7. Congratulations to the Driftfield Drillers for getting the number 7 pick in the NHL draft.
All right, for pick 8. Okay, Flagon's Facade.
Congratulations to the Flagon's Facade for the number 8 pick.
All right, the number 9 pick. The New York Knickets.
Congratulations to the New York Knickets.
All right,
Let's
the
see who gets
number
10 pick.
Yeah, number 10. And Sal's Goats.
Congratulations to South Goats for the number 10 pick.
All right, pick 11. Oh. The Boston Bruins.
Congrats to the Boston Bruins for the number 11 pick. And sorry to the Avalanches.
All right.
Or I guess sorry to the Brigade, who I think own their pick.
And pick 12. Who's it gonna be? Ooh. Pick 12 is the RB Leipzig Dragoons.
Generation 3 champs.
And you're writing this down right now?
Yep, I've got it all tracked.
Okay, perfect. Pick 13. That is
Finally,
the
the Colorado
Avalanche. All right.
Feeling double-eights with fully 50%
Yeah.
chance to get this next one.
We're on 14?
Yep.
Okay. Oh! Oh, oh, oh. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Congratulations to the Guts Brigade for the number 14 overall pick. If you have the double-eights with better than even odds, can go ahead and get this one.
Okay.
Okay, finally.
Yeah.
They fell like 4 or 5 picks.
So that's the 15th pick?
Yep. Let's see who gets 16.
All right. And that's the DC Dynamaxers with the 16th pick.
Let's see, 17.
And 17 and 18. 17 is the Sheffield Shiftries.
Congratulations, I guess, to them.
And
Let's go ahead and
Philadelphia
finish this last one.
Bouncers. You're the proud
No
recipient.
way it's going to come up on them.
All right.
Oh, it did. Congratulations to the Bouncers for the final pick of the Generation 5 draft.
So you can already see the draft picks for round 2, but we're going to be getting an updated post on all of the draft picks.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that is basically it. The only thing we have left remaining is the off-season schedule. We've already announced it, but it might be nice to go ahead and go over it, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, might be good for you to pull up the
Rules doc.
announcement post about this from a while back. No, I was going to say the announcement post.
Oh, I don't think I have that accessible right now. It's in the Discord announcement, so hold on.
Yeah. No, you scrolled past it.
Remember, you can see my screen, they can't.
Yeah, you scrolled way past it.
Oh, did I? Crap. It's all good.
Right there.
Yeah. So go ahead and read.
So, quick update to how this expansion works. So, for now, we are going to have we are done with our 1 week off season while we recruit new owners for the Generation 5 season. We just announced our owners, and we spun the draft lotteries. So, the expansion draft will start tomorrow night, about a little under 24 hours from now. But teams can start making their picks early if they want, once we make all our respective announcements. Important note for all of the expansion teams, just make sure they don't go AFK on us. Please confirm with us, or in like the franchise information, or something like that. All those four new franchise owners, just confirm that you are accepting the role of franchise owner and that you are taking on your team role before the expansion draft begins. Once we do the expansion draft, once it is over, teams will be able to announce any cross-generation evolutions. Cross-generation evolution singular, there is only one, and it is figuring out which Roton form the Guts Brigade are evolving into. They have already stated which one they are evolving into, so that might be quick. And any franchise tags. After that, by December 26th, we will be starting the rookie draft. Teams are allowed to start making picks on the rookie draft if they want early, once they have made any evolutions or franchise tags they want to make. But the timer won't start until the
date.
That time that we already posted. And teams are not obligated to make picks if they don't choose. Then, after that, we got our free agency, where teams get to bid on all their mons. And after that, we get to go ahead and start the Generation 5 season.
Yeah. And then we'll have an updated schedule for what that'll look like week by week and the estimated end.
Yeah. So, there we have it. Is there anything else we got to go ahead and talk about?
Let's double check. Let's see, we got our legacy points, went recap, we talked about expansion team reveals, we did our draft lottery, and we went through the schedule. I think we're pretty good. I just want to get people drafted now. Let's get this show on the road.
Perfect. In that case, good luck with the rest of the Generation 5 offseason, everyone. And sorry to anybody who fell in the draft. Congratulations to everybody who rose in the draft. And we'll see who you guys pick over the next coming days.
All right. Have a good one. Take care.